Hey guys, it's TJ Faith here. Welcome to Israel Life, where this is real life. Today I am crocheting a cute little headband. Materials include a 5mm hook, a yarn needle, and scissors to cut the yarn. And of course, yarn. And with that being said, let's get to it. So, we are starting things off with a slip knot. So the next step is to chain enough chains that you can wrap them comfortably around your head. Not too loose and not too tight. The example number was 65 chains, but of course everyone's head is different, so just chain the amount that fits you best. Also, in the video, she said make sure that each chain that you are doing is fairly loose, so keep that in mind while you crochet. Have a consistent tension in the yarn, which is honestly something that I did struggle with a lot throughout the whole project. Once you finish your foundation row, you will chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to skip a stitch, and then you will start single crocheting into the back loop for the whole row. And you will continue to single crochet the whole row into the back loops only. This was a very quick project, and I loved how it turned out in the end. The inspiration for this video came from a channel named Create and Crochet with Patricia Fenty. So, that's the video that I followed to make the headband. Super beginner friendly. When you get to the end of your row, you will chain one, again, turn your work, and restart the pattern. This pattern will be repeated throughout the whole headband. So just alternating the pattern between crocheting a row going into the back loop and crocheting a row going into the front loop. So this is what it's looking like right now. And just remember to make any adjustments that you feel you need to make. Like if it's too tight or not long enough or too long, then just adjust it to your specific needs. And now I'm going to continue with the rows until I've reached a width that I liked, so enjoy the crocheting. So you keep alternating this pattern of going into the back loop and front loop till you have your headband at the width that you are comfortable with. So that is completely up to you when you stop. So this was the width that I wanted, and I'm pretty sure it was about like 3 or 5 more rows that I did. So now I was ready to move on to the next step of actually turning it into a headband. So take the long end of your yarn that's connected to the headband, you're going to cut it, but make sure to cut it long because that yarn is what we're going to use to sew the two ends together. Now we are going to start the process of sewing both ends together to get the knot in the front of the headband. So what you do is you pinch the two ends together, but not completely. There should be like a little gap between the two ends, which should just barely even be noticeable. And you will take the tail of your yarn, and you're just going to push the yarn through the top end all the way through to the bottom end. Make sure to keep pulling the yarn tight as you do this, and also make sure that you are getting as close to the edge as possible as you sew it through, so you don't want any gaps. As you can see here, I did struggle at times getting the yarn all the way through to the other side. But I also think that was because of the yarn I chose for this project. It was a little bit on the thinner side, and so I did have a tighter tension when crocheting just to make sure it would look right. And like you guys have probably noticed, my headband is definitely smaller than the headband that was in the video, but I did do a few rows less than what she did in the video, so it does make sense in that case. But also because, like I said, I used thinner yarn, so... But either way, it was very cute when I finished it, so don't feel down if what you did also doesn't look exactly like the reference. As you guys know, this is real life. Also, I love the color of the yarn I chose for this project. Even though I've used this yarn before for many other things, it's only because I love it so much. I love pink and I love bright colors in general, so this was another one of my favorites. So here I finished sewing the top ends together, and I'm just checking to make sure that the other side looks okay. When you have finished sewing the ends together, make sure to take the long tail you have been sewing with and tie a knot as close to the headband as possible. And once you have done that, you're going to cut the yarn, but leave a little tail so that you can weave it into the headband to make sure that your work won't come undone. Pull the yarn all the way through, and then you just cut it. And just like that, we are done. Yay! And it's so pretty. I love it. I will definitely make more of these in different colors and sizes. Although this did take me a few hours, this was such a fast project. Like seriously. Compared to a lot of things that I've crocheted, this one was finished pretty quickly. So here's my headband on my mannequin doll Shaniqua. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope you guys are inspired to get up and crochet something too. Thank you guys for watching. This is all I have for you today, and I will see you next time. TJ Faith logging out. Bye!